Do you want to ask me what gets me mad? And I'll tell you what gets me mad. Sucky movies. So, anyways, let me explain. Um, I go into movies sometimes with high expectations and low expectations and a little bit of expectations. But mainly it's the ones that I go into high expectations with. Basically, like Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3. And let me tell you something, those movies really fucking pissed me off to the point where I'm like, okay, I give up on fucking Iron Man now for real because I only like the first Iron Man movie. And that is the only Iron Man movie that should exist. Okay? And then there is those movies. Where I went into those movies thinking that they was gonna be good, but they was fucking terrible. And that, of course, is the Silent Night, Deadly Night movies. I'm talking about part one and part two here. Yeah, because people were basically praising the shit out of both of those movies, and I was like, hey, let me give those movies a watch. And the first one sucked major ass. The only good part was when the kid was sliding down with the sled and he gets his head chopped off, and that's it. Because basically, the movie is nothing but a fucking retarded guy running around dressed up as Santa Claus. That's it. That's the fucking movie. Okay? How is it when Santa's Sleigh, a low budget movie, is 10 times better than your Silent Night, Deadly Night? How is that possible? I just don't fucking understand. Okay? And yeah, I went into that movie with low expectations, and it fucking delivered. It was an excellent movie. Okay? Even though that gets shit on and panned on by critics, I don't care. Okay? Because I like Santa Sleigh. But getting back on point here, the whole Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise sucked ass. And I will never change my opinion about them because they just are hideous, terrible, and they're not even fun to watch. They're just boring. Each and every single Silent Night, Deadly Night movie. And oh boy, are they fucking stinkers, okay? And each and every fucking movie that I covered on this movie sucked. Of course, I hate those movies with a fucking passion. And also cheers on to that. Because I cannot stand sucky, shitty movies. Yeah, I cannot fucking stand them. They give me a fucking headache and they're boring. Yeah. So, what I can fucking say is all those sucky, shitty movies will get knocked the fuck out double fist style. Yeah. Which is a new fucking attack, double fist style. But I think I like one fist style better. That just fits me perfect because I cannot handle double fist. It's just way too much. But let's get back onto it. I mean, we had films such as Manos, The Hands of Fate, which I never covered before, and this movie sucks, but I heard pretty much in the reviews what I needed to hear, that the movie was horrible and terrible, and don't ever watch it, and don't ever um see it. Basically. Sorry about that. I guess there's something wrong with my jaw, but what the fuck ever. Anyways, I know that that movie is terrible. I know that that movie is god awful, and that's why I'll never watch it. And mainly, I would probably have to watch. Um, what's the name of that show? I forgot. I think it was Mystery Science Theater 3000. that show. I'm gonna probably have to watch that one episode where they covered Manos the Hands of Fate. Basically. Basically to cover this movie sucks on because I cannot do it alone. I have to watch a guy and two robots just to cover that damn movie. Okay? I mean, Mac and Me, that's a fucking terrible film. Let's see, what else is a terrible film that I seen? Or that I watched? Basically half of the shit that I covered. And, mainly that Soul Cinema Action Pack. I don't remember what the fuck it was called, but I did a lot of This Movie Sucks on them. And you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And also I did a fucking rant on it as well, too. Yeah, all those movies are really god awful, and I'm just hoping to God that I never um have that in my fucking collection again. And thus the fact that I don't ever want to watch all those movies ever again. Trust Trust was one of the worst things I have ever seen. I guess you could say right next to Wanted. Yeah, because it's basically right next to Wanted. And I really hate that film too, and I think that that film is a big pile of shit as well. Wow, this is just giving me a fucking headache right now, just thinking about all those terrible movies, man. Even Rob Zombie's H2. Wow, dude. Oh, wow, that's a big fucking stinker, man. And you gotta understand why I'm pissed off. Or let's just say, why I'm mad at these movies. Is because they lack delivery and they lack enjoyment. And they're not enjoying to watch. When basically a parody porn is more enjoyable to watch and I can get my satisfaction off of it than a fucking terrible, shitty, sucky disappointment of excuse me, of a disappointment of a fucking film. Christ, man. Christ. I think after I'm done with this, I think I'm going to need to smoke or drink. Yeah, it is really that bad. It is really that god awful. It is really that god awful. No, I'm just playing. But I am serious about that. Why do we need to suffer through the shittiness and the terribleness of these films? And most of the times we get tricked into it too. Because the front of the cover looks nice, it looks decent, and it pulls you right the fuck in. Okay, like, it just pulls you in. I don't know how to fucking describe it. But when you see a cover, an awesome cover like that, but then when you watch the movie and then the monster looks terrible and it's basically not what you expected, and the film is basically something else that you basically were let down by. And you went into this film with high expectations or low expectations. Whatever the fuck it is, you are still disappointed in it because it did not satisfy you. And we are all like that. Yeah, like how I feel is that it is just an abomination when they make terrible movies, and it is a crime when they make terrible movies because we spend our hard-earned money on that. even if it is $5 or $1. Still, you spend money towards it. Anyways, I am out. Peace.